Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today, instead of fast experience, the FX, is the EX, the excellent experience. So this car truly is excellent when it comes to driving, comfort, safety, features for the money. It's pretty hard to beat what this car offers. As you guys know, last year I used to work at Jaguar Land Rover, and the base models of the Land Rover product, or even the E-Pace and the F-Pace, I kid you not, the material they used was pretty horrible. Plastic everywhere, uncomfortable seats, no features. The person would have to upgrade to get better features, and it was just horrible. But when I look at this, I mean, for an 08 model, the features Infiniti gave to this car, and this is their entry level compact SUV. The seats are so comfortable, backup camera, parking sensors, and the best of all, in my opinion, what I like in a car or an SUV is a rear drive platform. So this is a rear drive, just like the FX and the G37. I mean, just look at it. When I bought this car, the owner told me that the rear seats were never used, and I believe so. So I sold this car to a friend. So when I got this car, a day later, a person that I know told me that, hey, he likes it because 49,000 miles. So he wanted to buy it. So I gave him the car, and now 2 years later, he upgraded to a Tesla, and I bought it back from him, and now I'm reselling it again. So yeah, now it's got 55,000 miles. The color in particular, I'm not a huge fan of. Beige interior, I'm not a huge fan of, but I can live with that. But this champagne sort of iPhone rose gold, I'm not a huge fan of that. But for the money, for what the car is, it's really hard to beat. So as you guys know, I reviewed the FX, and I've owned about 10 of those, and this is my third EX. We still have another one, same year, 08, with 66,000 miles, and that one is driven by a family member. So this one is actually a second one, but I would say, since I bought it back, it could be the third one. So one neat feature of this is that how about that? Power folding seats, and not only they go down, they come up. And this is a 08 compact SUV from Infiniti. I mean, talk about the level of material they used. I don't think Infiniti can even match that. How today's cars are more plasticky and stuff like that. This car truly is amazing. The driving dynamics is identical to the FX. FX is more of a manly, a little bit heavier. It feels heavy, it's top heavy, and it drives like a bigger vehicle, which it is. This drives a little bit more, I wouldn't say it's on the soft side, but it's a little bit more comfortable. The suspension is a little bit more comfortable than the FX. and I'm only comparing that to the first generation FX from 03 to 08. 09, they were different, but still they were sporty enough. So the 08, as you guys know, I reviewed that in my previous video, the Autumn Copper 08. You guys can check that out, the video. So I feel like that was 08 and this is 08, and this has silly low miles, although that one had 79. But to compare that to the FX, it definitely has far more comfortable seats, I feel. The ride is a little soft, and one thing that this car is missing is the fact that the FX, upon start, it has that growl, rumbly sort of feel, and this one, upon starting, there's no exhaust note. It's pretty muted, and that's what's missing in this EX, although this one has more horse. So they have this two intakes, so now the horsepower is 298 compared to the FX 280. But as you guys saw, when I started the car, it doesn't have that growl or the low end grunt torque that the FX is. Plenty fast. It's just when it's compared to the FX, it lacks that. And that's the same case with the G35. The G37 doesn't have that rumble growl that the G35 is known for. And same thing with the second generation FX, the 09 and above. They just didn't have that exhaust note that Infiniti was so famous for. I wish they kept that, but they didn't. I don't know what they did. It's not the same. So yeah, it's pretty much in flawless condition, except this one wheel has curved, and the owner scratched that a little bit. Wheels look good, and when I bought it, it already had this a little damage. I didn't get it fixed because I sold it in a day. So yeah, bought it back. The only car I bought back, not that it had any issues, but I bought it back to sell it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What else am I missing? Yeah, it's got the typical keyless start, just like on any Infiniti. I'm surprised that cars like Porsche Macan, for instance, at even $100,000, that they do not have standard keyless access and start. And we're talking a car that is 10,000, 11,000 for such low miles. They can be had for $5-6 grand depending on condition. But we're talking a $10,000 car. I know it's 08, but a $10,000 car, compact SUV, has more features than most of today's cars. I'm not talking about modern features. I'm talking about the comfort and safety and the power folding seats. I mean, heated seats are always pretty much standard on every car, and sunroof and all that stuff. But I'm talking a car, if this was built today, it would have, in my opinion, it would have the heated and the cool seats, power tailgate, surround view camera, although that was an option for this particular car, but bigger wheels. They never really updated this car dramatically. They only did a little tweaks here and there to the interior, and the front bumper was a little revised in the later when they named it, for some reason, oddly, the QX50, and then the plastic went away at the bottom, so they revised that. Bigger wheels. They stretched out the back a little bit for more leg room. It's pretty compact, but again, I mean, it is a compact SUV. So I feel, as you see, this Cadillac XT4 is there. You know, I want this car to have at least what this car has and more. And sometimes we have to pay more to get everything. But when it came to Infiniti, things were pretty much standard on these cars, and then you would, you know, opt for the tech pack or journey pack and get additional features. But basic features, we need keyless start access, at least 18-inch wheels, and that's pretty much it. Navigation, backup camera, parking sensors. Well, every car should have this, but sometimes we have to upgrade. So that's why, in my opinion, it's better to have a car that has already depreciated and the person can get more bang for their buck and get more features, more safety features. I feel like I can go around the country and it'll still be low miles and still be reliable. That's how bulletproof these cars were built. So again, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm at this different location. Never been here, although it's just outside my house. Wow. It's actually a mall. I came to video this. Views on views. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.